Okay, so rather than start with the live play, I think it'll be more logical to just go over some of the games I played just a moment ago. Do a little bit of replayer, kind of like a leak finder on myself, and then do a few live games and try to correct some of the silly mistakes that I probably was making. I think, let's see if this is this way or this way, I don't know. One of the main things that I think I do wrong and potentially others do as well most often is I become more tentative. Like if everyone's 3-betting and check-raising me every hand, I'll start maybe min-raising a little bit less pre, limping a little too much, c-betting less, especially on drawy boards. And in some situations that's fine, and in others it's not. And it's actually pretty tough to figure out where to draw that line, especially when you're running bad, because when you're running bad, your judgment is usually far from its best. So we're going to try to leak find this right now, and usually it's a million times easier to stay unemotional and just think analytically about the hands that we're looking at post game, whereas in game it's harder. I mean, it's definitely possible to stay unemotional, but it's harder to do in the moment. In this case, I think this guy's name sounds familiar from ages ago when I played like 30s and 60s. That he by ages ago, I mean last year, really. So I'm surprised he's playing 15s. I think he's a reg of some sort. So it's a really, actually, this is going to be a readless 4-bet shove against anyone anyways, I think. But against the reg, it's even more likely we're more likely to have more fold equity since they're going to have potentially more bluffs in their range. And, okay, so nothing, this is strategy-wise or tilt-wise, there's nothing here, but the feeling you can get from just constantly getting outdrawn on every coin flip has a major psychological impact. The first few have no impact, but this is about midway through my session. And if you look back on the left here, you can see this is the beginning of where I lost, I don't know, 10 in a row maybe or so. So let's go through a few more and look for key mistakes, such as, so this is a guy who must have played a few games against. Yeah, so we have a few hands, because I do believe it's only showing us HUD stats as at the time of the hand took place. So we're getting 3-bet a lot, and this guy's 3-betting us 40%, which during the game I'm just like, this is unbelievable. Nobody can, every player while 3-tabling was 3-betting this much. It was just didn't seem possible. So I think 10-8's definitely fine to flat there. That's not a tilt reaction in my opinion. Although one of the tilt reactions that I also have is going to be like occasionally just saying, okay, F this, I'm going to 4-bet light, non all in, and try to like get in his head, and then it never works. Or I'm going to try to flat with some hand that I know shouldn't be flatted. So this is not a case of that specifically, but and he leads really small, which doesn't really mean much. A lot of people like to bet between a third of pot and a half pot in 3-bet pots. So I can't read into this what it means in terms of the strength or weakness of his range. As far as the board goes, it's not going to be a board that either of us is going to hit a lot, but his range is going to be still much stronger than mine, because even his ace-x and king-x type stuff is probably crushing my range. I mean, he probably knows that he's crushing my range regardless of the fact that he missed the flop here a lot.